You, sis, bro, you were never the problem. And they're seeing that now. They're seeing it. Welcome back to Prophetic Diary. My name is Tiny. If you're not already a faithful subscriber to the channel, click on the subscribe button. Everything you need to know is down in the description box. How to sign up for that one-on-one strategy coaching call with myself. Let's find a strategy for that business, for that brand. Let's find a strategy for your life. What is your purpose? Let's blow the dust off of those dreams and those visions. Let's make sure that you get back fit and ready to take hold of your God-ordained purpose, because God has something for you as a citizen of the kingdom. We also have our PD Society circles. They meet every single Sunday. God blows our mind every Sunday, so make sure that you're there this Sunday. Also, we have our She Delivers EXP Masterclass. It's going to be taking place August 2nd. So you want to sign up now and get the early bird price. If you're already a EXP subscriber, you already get the discount. Ebook is on the way. You don't need to do anything. Just wait for that link to come. But for you who want to sign up for the She Delivers, what have you been called to deliver to this world? You need to know and get in the flow now. The world is changing. Systems are changing. You're going to want to make sure that you are in your God-ordained purpose. And let this be a year and a time and a season and a summer of preparation. I'm telling you guys, things are changing. They're changing fast. You need to be in the right position. So check out keywitnesses.com. Look at all the services. Sign up for the one-on-one. If you don't know where you're heading, just sign up for a call and say, Tiny, help me out, girl. And I got your back. I promise. So I have a kingdom marriage word today. And I'm just saying it. You were never the problem, right? It was more so your spouse. They were full of fear and like immaturity, and we talked about this avoidance, and they ran just like a little mouse. Mouse run, they're high, they're like little cowards, right? As soon as you turn the lights on, they flinch at everything. Not because you were unsafe, but because they didn't know how to show up for you, how to show up as the man or the person that you deserve. But now God is breaking that coward spirit like I talked about yesterday. He's taking that mouse and turning it into a man of valor, a strong man who's willing, who's secure, who's not timid, who's not putting you on a roller coaster ride every chance that they get. And when he comes back, they won't be timid. They'll be very, very secure. They'll be secure in themselves. They'll be secure in the purpose of this relationship, and they'll be secure enough to feel like they can handle it. The man that's coming back is not coming to test or to manipulate you or gaslight you or play around and, you know, do the things that you guys used to do. That's a waste of their time. They're not interested in that anymore, but they're coming back covered because God has been working on them, right? So God is gonna, when they come back, they're gonna like confirm everything. They're gonna show you that they're ready to protect and ready to build because they see more clearly. And it's just like he's been working on you, he's been working on them. Gonna see you clearly now, and they're gonna realize you were never the one causing the storm, causing the tornadoes that were breaking out, right? You were actually the shelter that they needed. They're like, oh my goodness, she was a safe place, but they couldn't recognize it when it was raining, right? Their life, they were going through some things. It was raining. You know, Boaz just stepped into his insecurities. He stepped into a mess, and he just couldn't believe that someone like you would love him the way that you do. But they're going to be so much more softer and intentional and more vocal, right? They're going to speak up and say things and tell how they're feeling. Because why? Because they realize that you have, you know, you were willing, and they're going to say you won't have to guess, you know, how they feel, because their actions, they're going to be like, look, I'm here. You don't got to worry. I got your back. You'll feel it in their actions this time. You'll hear it in their tone. And I said that in my video last week, that you're going to hear it in their voice. But they're going to show you the love that you totally deserve. Because why? They totally understand your value now, because they've been in the pig pen. They've seen it, and they're like, look, I just want it back. So no more roller coaster rides. No more wondering if, you know, they're all in, if they're going to be inconsistent, because it's not. The return is going to be safe. I had a dream last night about a baby's car seat. And one thing about a baby's car seat, it is new, it's fresh, and it's showing that there's going to be some type of movement. And that new promise, that new baby will be locked in that car seat. And then it will be movement, but it'll be secure. So God is just letting you know that there's no more wondering if they're going to be all in or inconsistent, because it will feel so safe. They've matured in their heart. Their spirit has calmed, and they have recentered in their purpose. Why can you believe this stuff for yourself, but you can't believe it for them. We talked about radical faith in the live yesterday. You have to know that God is in this, right? A lot of people are in their own way. A lot of people don't have radical faith. They're in doubt. They're in their feelings. They're in their ego. They're in their pride. They're in their emotions. They're in their past. They're in yesterday. And you are in a danger zone. I've been working for months and weeks and through these daily bread videos to get you all caught up, to get you into the now, to get you into a place of radical faith, to get you into the place that you are secure with yourself and totally trusting in the Lord. But they'll be ready to love you well, ready to carry the responsibility like that car seat. They'll be ready to carry the responsibility. So I'm about to head out of here, but you don't have to brace your heart for heartbreak anymore. You don't have to prepare for disappointment, because this time it is God ordained, and this time it is safe. Back it up. The word says in Jeremiah 3:18, this is what the Lord says: I will restore the fortunes of Jacob's tent and have compassion on his dwelling. The city will be rebuilt on her ruins. Somebody say rebuilt on its ruins. And the place will stand in its proper place. And the palace will stand in its proper place. For them will come songs of thanksgiving and the sound of rejoicing. God is putting that relationship in you and your spouse and all the other things that God is giving you back into his proper place. God says buckle up. It's going to be secure. There's going to be movement into the new. The promise still stands. All right, family, I love you guys. If you feel led to sow into this word, hashtag this is God ordained. I'm happy for you guys. God has purified your land. He has purified that promised land. So I'll talk to you soon.